Okay. So you want vanilla ice cream with cookie crumbles, right?
It would be hard to imagine a person more vibrant, more spirited, or full of life.
Mom, you know what?
What?
A loving mother.
You gotta have balance in your life. Should we go find Dad too?
Yeah.
A wife.
Here's to health, vitality.
Long life.
Bless you all. Good night.
A woman with a highly visible career.
I'll be ready to go whatever time you need me in the morning.
Constantly on the go, Lauren Larson goes flat out.
Think about the person you most care for in life and keep that person in mind when you make your appointments. I've met loads of women who had the same condition I had. I can tell you it was the most excruciating pain I've ever experienced.
Oh, hear her message. A harrowing account of her close brush with death, the kindness of strangers, and a miraculous comeback.
It was so clear to me that I had been given a second chance.
What time did you go to bed?
In March of 2000, she and husband Jeff were enjoying life in San Francisco and looking forward to the birth of their first child.
Hi, Dad.
All right, this is us. Yeah.
The couple had decided already on a name. The baby girl would be Claire, named after the angel Clarence in Lauren's favorite movie, It's a Wonderful Life. Having completed 6 marathons, Lauren was in top physical form at the time she became pregnant. She was, in her own words, the picture of health. And indeed, the first 8 months were easy. And yet, looking back, documented in this home video footage, there were warning signs.
How you feeling today?
Winded.
Winded?
3.5 weeks away. Look at these feet.
Let's see.
That's all I could get on them.
Oh
When
my
Jeff
gosh.
dropped in unexpectedly one day with roses, he knew something was terribly wrong.
Just stopped in to say hi to Lauren, and the next thing you know, off to the doctor.
Claire's heartbeat, my baby's, indicated that she was in distress and that she was having trouble. So obviously there was some sort of internal distress going on, and all of these are indicators of a condition known as preeclampsia, which some people refer to as toxemia of pregnancy.
Within 45 minutes, we were in the hospital.
No time for an ambulance. They put me in a wheelchair and wheeled me across and got me prepped for an emergency C-section.
And things just went from bad to worse.
It was shocking to actually watch my little girl be delivered into the world blue and listless.
Claire was in intensive care for about a day. She cleared up, but Lauren just went downhill.
My body just shut down.
Our lives were about to change really forever.
The next few weeks were lost on Lauren, mostly unconscious, just barely alive. Her dreams, a surrealistic swirl of hellish nightmares. She was bleeding internally, and so profusely she would need one transfusion after another, roughly 200 pints of blood components, red blood cells, platelets, and plasma. That's 15 times her normal blood volume. As her liver and kidneys failed, her skin turned from a ghoulish yellow to a burnt-looking orange. Her body swelled with toxic fluids. Her weight rocketed to 270 pounds, more than 100 pounds over her normal weight. Then came a grand mal seizure, and Lauren slipped into a brief coma. Meantime, baby Claire left the hospital without her parents to live with Lauren's brother and his wife, hundreds of miles away. Family and friends kept a hospital vigil and braced for possible farewells. Jeff contemplated the unthinkable, becoming a new father and a widower all at once.
I was holding her hand and she said, "Just let me go. Just let me go. Not let go of me, but let me go."
There were no silver bullets, no surgeries or drugs that could heal her. Only blood, an abundance of blood, already donated, safety tested, stored on the shelf, was keeping Lauren alive.
Lauren used nearly 200 units of blood, or blood products. So the magnitude is enormous. But in exchange, we were able to wait. And what I told Lauren and her family and other members before, it's easier as a surgeon just to go in and cut and just do a transplant. And it's much harder to wait and see if her liver will recover and her body will heal herself, so she'll have a very normal life afterwards.
Still, Lauren's chance of survival was slim. But there was something about her, something doctors and nurses sensed would pull her through.
This is a feeling. I just think that she's going to get well. She's a healthy woman. She looks like a fighter. She looks like she wants to live.
A very, very strong lady, and just maintained this unbelievable, grounded sense of humor throughout. As long as she could talk, she seemed to be having a sense of humor.
She would always be interjecting jokes or keeping a spirit up. And that's when you go to the bedside and see somebody like that, who really, my interpretation of that is she just enjoys life. And she was going to give me her all, no matter what.
Following 4 weeks of blood transfusions, it happened. Lauren's liver and kidney functions returned. She was coming back.
So let me just pan around the room. Here we are. What's the date today?
After 6 full weeks in intensive care, the return home was an emotional release.
There she is.
Like her theme song for the long recovery ahead, it was day by day. She did not yet know her baby.
Claire trying to find her thumb. Look, and me, learning to be a mommy.
But Lauren began to rebuild her life. It would take learning to walk again, and learning to eat again, even learning how to take a full breath. Incredibly, just 18 months later, she and Jeff finished the New York City Marathon, all 26.2 miles. The words on her t-shirt were right in line with her hallmark sense of humor. Hey, Lauren, you're alive. The couple turned their run into an opportunity to raise money, blood, and awareness for blood centers around the country. Their cause brought in $40,000 and 535 units of blood. It was this initial grassroots effort that would trigger an enduring campaign.
My big wish would be that people could understand that these mini crises are happening every single day to families that you may never meet, but who are just as deserving of having their loved ones saved, you know, as anyone who already has had their life saved.